In this video, I will be talking about meiosis and why it's important. First, what is it? Well, we know that mitosis is the four-step process in which body cells are replicated for growth or repair. But how does that compare with meiosis? Meiosis is the cell process that has to do with genetic reproduction. This process makes gametes, otherwise known as sperm and egg cells. These cells are haploid cells, meaning that they only have 23 chromosomes, a single set. During reproduction, a sperm and egg cell come together, making a diploid cell, or a complete set of chromosomes. Now, how are these gametes even formed? This is where meiosis comes into play. Before meiosis even happens, a process called interphase takes place. Interphase is when the cell begins duplicating its DNA before division. So instead of having 46 chromatids, the cell will end up with 92. Now meiosis is ready to begin. The first step is called prophase 1. In this phase, chromosomes condense and align with their homologous pair. A homologous pair is when two chromosomes are roughly the same size and contain the same genetic information. For example, information for eye color. Once paired, chromosomes begin a process called crossing over. This is when chromosomes share and exchange information. Next is metaphase 1. During this phase, chromosomes move to the middle of the cell as the centrioles and spindle fibers grab hold to the centromeres, similar to metaphase in mitosis. The only difference is that the chromosomes aren't being separated by chromatids, but by pairs. Anaphase 1 comes next, and all that happens is the chromosomes are being pulled away to the sides of the cell. Next is telophase 1, and during it, two nuclei are formed, as well as two new cells. Now here comes the tricky part. Normally, mitosis ends after telophase, but meiosis kind of repeats the same four phases again. During prophase 2, spindle fibers begin to form in both two cells. Then, in metaphase 2, chromosomes form a single file line. In anaphase 2, the spindle fibers separate the chromatids. Finally, in telophase 2, the nuclei reforms and soon there are 4 cells left over. Now, depending on the gender, meiosis will either produce 4 new sperm or egg cells. These daughter cells are different from their parent cells because of all the different information shared during meiosis. One last takeaway I'd like to add is that during reproduction, a sperm and egg cell create a newly formed cell that contains 46 chromatids, and the process of exchanging info between sperm and egg cell is known as genetic recombination. Anyway, that was my presentation, and thanks for watching.